In this package, I hold my 2025 planner lineup, hopefully. Hey there, it's Elisa, but of course you can call me Ellie. Now, just as a reminder for everybody, I have recently moved and I'm currently trying to deal with unpacking while also figuring out where I'm going to be filming these videos now at this new apartment. And clearly I'm still working on it. So I'm sorry if the lighting is terrible. Hopefully the sound is better in this video than it was in my last video. But I really want to get into these new planners that I just got. And I know that if I wait until I have my setup figured out and everything, we're going to be waiting forever. Mini. Woo! Every time. Okay, back to the planners. So I shopped the Happy Planner fall sale and got some planners that I'm hoping to use as my 2025 lineup. If you watch my most recent quarterly check-in video, you'll know that I think I have kind of nailed down what my planner process needs to be in order for it to be as functional as possible for like what I need, which makes shopping for planners a lot easier. But I found it's also kind of a lot less exciting. I think that also has to do with the fact that I'm just not loving the 2025 planners from Happy Planner as much. I feel like with Happy Planner, there's years where I want like everything, and then there's years where I like don't really want anything. And it seems like 2025 is going to be one of those years where I like don't really want anything, which is kind of a bummer. But I am glad. I feel like last year I had a really hard time deciding between which planners I wanted to get because there was so many that I really liked. And this year I feel like I had an easier time choosing which planners I wanted because there weren't any that I really wanted that much. So I just kind of picked a couple and I was like, I'll just use these. I was even at the point where I was considering not using Happy Planner next year, but there's just a couple of things that I can get from some of their layouts that I can't get from other planners that I've seen. Although, to be honest, I haven't really looked that hard, but whatever, this'll work. I am really glad that I liked the planners so much this year. Like if there was going to be a year that I wasn't really feeling it with the planners, I'm glad that it wasn't 2024 because this year I turned 30 and I really wanted my planner lineup to be like especially special, you know? And I feel like it has been. So I'm okay with next year being kind of like meh with planners. But as it is, we're getting into the last few months of the year and my brain is already starting to plan how I'm going to use my planners next year. And I do think I'm going to make some custom pages for my planners again. So I do want to get into these planners as quickly as possible so I can get them ready so they're ready to go as soon as January 1st hits. So without any further ado, let's get into my package of Happy Planners. So I currently don't have anywhere that has like available desk space enough to do this. So we're just going to do this right on my couch. Okay. Okay, so basically I just want to go through page by page all of these planners that I got. If you have seen any of my Happy Planner hauls before, you know that we go through every page on this channel. Mostly just because sometimes the Happy Planner has like quotes or something on certain pages. And honestly, when I flip through a new planner, sometimes I use that footage as a reference to remember how many weeks are in like what month for each planner if I don't have that planner with me, like if I'm buying stickers or something. And I don't know, I figure maybe that would be helpful information for some of you out there. I don't know. Now, the Happy Planner at least used to have like a quote on the bottom of like every other week or something, and I heard that they took that away. So we won't be able to observe that, but we'll still be able to go through each page, see how many weeks are in each month section, because sometimes a week will like straddle between 2 months, so you don't really know which month that week falls in, so we'll be able to see that. And then also see if there's any like typos or anything like that, because one of my planners last year did have a typo. And then I did get a couple of other little things too that we'll go through at the end, just in case you want to check those out. They're just little things. Since there was like a big sale and free shipping, I'm like, why not? Okay, so how do I want to do this? You'd think I'd have like some kind of system by now for like how I go through new planners. Nope. Ooh. Now, if any of you out there watching bought from Happy Planner for the 2025 year, comment down below. Which planners did you end up getting? Were you excited about the planners for this year? Are you like me and kind of disappointed about the planners for this year? That's interesting. Why didn't all my planners have the discs protection? They're all plastic discs, so it would have been nice if they all had that. Okay, well, now if you watched my Happy Planner haul for my 2024 planner lineup, you'll know that I saved all of these because I feel like there's got to be some kind of use for this. And maybe I'll do that again this year, but I didn't end up using them last year, so I don't know. Maybe I'll just end up throwing this away anyway. Also to note, I heard that there was a manufacturing error for this release. So these little like info card things, like, I don't know, either aren't correct or there's something about these that are wrong. They don't all specify what type of planner this is, so I will put in the description box below what each of these are. But this is what I'm looking at for my 2025 planner lineup. Now I am going to be doing some Franken planning. I'm only going to have 2 like functional planners next year, but I'm going to be combining these 2 together. Let's go through the dashboards first, and then we'll go through this one. And then don't forget, I do have that other stuff too. So this is the 2025 Everyday Magic Planner Classic Dashboard Layout. It's a 12-month planner. There was a deluxe version of this planner. I can't remember why I didn't get that one. Oh, I think it was really because the only real difference that I saw was just the cover was a little bit different and then the discs were metal, but I really like these like sparkly plastic discs, and then I already have metal discs if I do need to change them out anyway. So let's get this off. I'm at such a weird angle right now because I'm on my couch, so I'm sorry if I like go out of frame or something. I have my phone hanging over me and I like can't even see what's in the shot, so sorry. But okay, this is what the inside should kind of look like. And then I do think there have been some changes to the dashboard this year. I feel like every year they change the dashboard up like a little bit. Last year they changed it a lot, but this year I've seen a couple videos and I've only seen a few small changes. So this is the cover, which is, I mean, it's fine. I do like covers that have the year on it. I know some people aren't into that, but I don't typically switch out my covers. Like I'll change my cover on my planner if I don't like the one that it came with, but I don't change them out seasonally or anything. And I do save all of my planners. So I like having the year on the front so that when I go back and look through my old planners, like I can easily tell what year it is, because sometimes it's a little hard to tell. I will say I actually like this cover a lot more in person than I was expecting. When I saw this online, I was a little disappointed. I wasn't feeling it too much. And maybe it's like the crappy lighting in my living room right now, but this is a lot more of like a blush pink. When I saw it online, it seemed more of like a peachy pink, which really isn't my vibe. But this planner does seem to have a lot more warm tones than what I had for this year, which isn't my favorite thing. Oh, okay. And some of these tabs looked way more orange online, which I was kind of worried about. Maybe I won't hate this planner as much as I thought I was going to. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. So one thing that I did notice about this planner is that there is a lot of like decorative graphics on each page. So this is not the ideal planner for like sticker kits and stuff like that, I don't think, because there isn't like a lot of blank space. Like everything seems like it has color and graphics, but I'm using this completely functionally, no stickers, so I don't mind the extra little decorations. Can I turn this light up anymore? Oh, look at that. Is that better? Maybe? I don't know. I don't know if that's any better. It looks worse in person to me. I'm looking at my phone. Is that better? I don't know. This is as good as it's gonna get, guys. Okay, so here is the front. It usually says something like this Happy Planner belongs to, and then the lines, but they got rid of the like belongs to, and it just says Happy Planner with the lines on here, which honestly, I don't mind. That gives a little bit more flexibility of what to add here, but that's an interesting change. Whoa. Okay, a lot of color, not like colors, like it's not like it's a lot of different colors, but like very filled in with a color. So we have 2025 and 2026. Now this planner is a 12-month going from January to December 2025. But I guess it's nice to see the 2026 ahead of time. Whoa, a lot more color again. This is a lot. Now, even though this isn't as orange as I was expecting, there is still a lot of brown, and I'm definitely more of like a millennial gray kind of girly, as you can tell, you know, with the black shirt, silver nails, gray couch, gray cats. I didn't choose my cats because of their color. They just came that way. But yeah, I'm not a huge fan of all the brown, but it is what it is. It matches with copper and rose gold, so I guess it could be worse. But this is a lot. Ooh, and like, this is going to be kind of annoying. So you can see there was like some kind of issue, I guess, with the printing maybe here. So along the binding, you can see the color isn't all the way on some of these pages. That's going to drive me nuts. And I know, like, especially with this being my catch-all planner, and I'm going to constantly be flipping through these pages. So the binding on these pages is going to end up getting pretty tattered for some of these sections. And it's kind of disappointing to know that, like, as they get tattered, the color is going to come off and be like so obvious because it's just a color block. So that's kind of a bummer. Ooh, okay. I love this. Yeah, this is definitely a lot more of a blush mauve kind of pink than what I was expecting. So I'm very, very happy about that. And I can't tell if this is copper or rose gold. It's kind of in between, which I love. And then these like currently pages or whatever they are, they look pretty similar to the function of what I'm used to. So like the month and the year up top, 3 priorities, an important grid, and then a section of notes, holidays down below. I do like how, since these are colorful, that you can't see the grid as much, because I don't really like how the grid doesn't go all the way to the edges of its little designated section. Like when it's on white and it's a black grid on white paper, I feel like it looks like unfinished or just not scaled correctly. But with the way that they have the colors here, I feel like that's not as much the case. All right, so see, this is what I was talking about with like the color. So all of this is colored in on the sides. So it's not super dark, so you definitely could cover it up with stickers. But if you wanted to have like a very specific color scheme or something, you would either need to completely cover everything up or keep in mind the colors that are already there. It looks like all of the text is going to be brown instead of just like normal black ink. So that's something to keep in mind too, which is kind of a bummer. If it was going to be not black, I would have preferred that it was gray, but it is what it is. All right, so here's what's changed just a little bit. I feel like the header on here used to be to do, I don't know, I make my own dashboard and cover this up every week. I honestly don't really pay too much attention to what's on here. I get the dashboard because I like this page and I like having this available for a dashboard. I just don't like this actual dashboard. But I am noticing that the binding here isn't that like dark brown and is a little bit watercolory. I don't know if that's picking up on the camera, but it does look like there's brush strokes. So that does mean that hopefully we won't have the same issue that we have on these other pages where there's like color coming up really easily. So that's nice. Something else too that I'm noticing here is that this box is that on my current dashboard planner, this box has like Monday through Friday listed here. Now that's completely blank. So that's nice. I cover up this box too with a custom sticker that I make, but maybe I'll rethink that since this is blank now and a little bit more open to interpretation, I guess. But you'll notice that as I'm flipping through, Happy Planner used to have like quotes down here every few pages, and it doesn't seem to be the case anymore. I don't know why they took that away. I wasn't like super into the quotes or anything, but they didn't really bother me, so that's interesting. I don't know why they did that. And this just kind of looks like craft paper. So I don't know. I'm not loving all this brown, which is why I got that other planner, but I was curious to see if the colors here were going to be the same for each month, or if like each month was going to have its own color like they used to do like way back in the day, like 2017, 2018. I think they did a lot where like each month had its own color, but it does look like each of these month sections are the same color. I am a little surprised that these like currently pages, or I don't know, I'm sure that there's a name for those. I don't know if that's the right name for these, but I'm kind of surprised that these are all the same color. I don't mind because I love pink and I'm glad that they're all pink, but I'm just a little surprised. Oh, that's interesting. It looks like there's a silver foil on this. So they're mixing their foils a little bit. If you're not familiar with Happy Planner, one thing to note too is that usually they'll have some holidays listed on the monthly view, usually major government holidays, and then some religious holidays. Those holidays are not listed on the weekly view. So here we have April Fool's Day is marked on the monthly view, but on the weekly view, it is not listed. I usually like to manually write in those holidays on here because I don't look at the monthly view that often unless I'm trying to schedule something ahead of time, and I look at the monthly view to see if I'm available because I'll write like appointments and stuff on the monthly view. But when I'm checking my planner every day, usually I'm looking at the weekly view, and I like being reminded of those holidays, so I usually do end up writing them in on the weekly view anyway. I do like that even though there's a lot of brown in here, that there is some black coloring, and I do love black. This isn't a super deep black, but that's okay, because clearly I'm also okay with gray. Ooh, okay. So my birthday's in July, so I'm always a bit of a harsh critic on the July divider because it's always disappointing when my birthday month isn't a divider that I enjoy, but this one's okay. I do wish it was one of the pink ones though. See, like this one, look how much pink there is on this one. I don't like that it's a weird light brown tab though. I do not care too much for the color of light brown. Like I love like a good dark rich chocolate brown, even a nice taupe every now and then, but light brown is just not my jam. Ooh, I wish this one would have been July. That one's pretty. Oh, the foil, that's nice. Ooh, that one's super pink. Oh, and that's some more of the brown. I do like this little notes graphic here on this last notes page, but I'm not a huge fan of this brown binding situation. But okay, I do like this planner more than I was expecting, so that's a pleasant surprise, but there is just so much brown, which is why I bought this planner. So this is the 2025 Disney Sleeping Beauty 65th anniversary planner. This is a classic size 12-month planner. I did get really excited when I saw this. I do love Sleeping Beauty. Aurora and Cinderella are my favorite Disney princesses, and I love the Sleeping Beauty movie. It's one of my favorite of the like old classic Disney movies. It's just so pretty, and I love the style of artwork and everything. But I don't really want my entire planner to be Sleeping Beauty. Like, I love Sleeping Beauty, but like an entire year's worth of Sleeping Beauty is a lot. So I figured this will be like what I start with for my catch-all planner. But then for the months that I really don't like the divider, maybe I'll swap out the months with this planner. So I'll have like this as my planner, but like one every few months is Sleeping Beauty themed. I don't know. I haven't fully thought it out yet. But this is another planner that seems like it has a ton of decoration in it. So it's beautiful and it's great for how I'm going to use it, where I'm not using any stickers or anything. But I definitely wouldn't choose this planner for like memory keeping or anything, because there is so much stuff going on each page. Okay, so this planner does say this planner belongs to. So that other one just said happy planner and then had these little lines for you to write your name. But this does specifically say this planner belongs to. So I wonder if they were designed and printed at different times. Ooh, okay, this is more of what I'm used to. So remember the other one, like this was all colorful and then the outsides were white, but this is more of what I'm used to. And remember, this is a 12-month planner, so it has the months for January through December, but there is this extra page so you can kind of look ahead to the following year. I do like how they have one blue page and one pink page, kind of like make it blue, make it pink, like what they did with the dress in the movie. That's really fun. All right, let's flip through. Okay, I don't know why. What is this, like brown or is it green? What's that third color? Oh, you know what? I bet this is a very like greenish brown, but I wonder if this is supposed to be like, oh, hello, Minerva. I bet this is supposed to be like pink, green, and blue for the three fairies, like Flora, Fauna, and Merryweather. Okay, that's really cute. I do wish this was a little bit more obviously green. Well, actually, I don't know, because I'm not a big fan of like true bright green. Ooh, but okay, I really love this. And it's one of the things that drew me to this planner. I just love how this page looks. And I also like how this isn't like a border like how it was in the other planner. These are just kind of like free floating a little bit. So the little important grid still looks okay to me because it doesn't have like a weird box around it, you know? I don't know. I don't know if I'm making any sense, but if you have a happy planner from 2024, you know what I'm talking about. I don't know if anybody else was bothered by it, but like I just didn't like how that looked. But I do like how this is set up where they're just free floating and there isn't that border, because I feel like it's just an unnecessary thing to have and it made it look weird. Now, if you have been following my channel for a while, you'll know that it drives me nuts that this is like a January page here, and then the January divider tab is here. Like the month that starts on this page has like a summary or currently page or whatever here. But if I'm flipping through the planner, I expect everything for January to come after the January tab. I'm not going to look for January information by looking at what's before the January tab. That's not how it works. So I do usually cover up at least the month name. So like for February, I'll cover this up and then I'll use this page like for January instead. Spoiler alert for this divider, by the way. But just throwing that out there, that is something that I still intend to do. I have been covering the whole entire page and just making my own like currently page thingy. And I think I'm going to keep doing that. But instead of covering the whole page, I'm just going to cover like this white section because I do love this border. It's so pretty. Okay, so this is the same, literally the exact same as the cover. Like it has the foil in the same places, the same quote, which is fine, I guess. It is pretty. Right, let's see. Okay, interesting. So first of all, I do love this like rose detail here. That's super fun. That would be kind of annoying to deal with again if you were using stickers that weren't specifically made to match this planner. But with the way that I'm using this planner, perfectly fine. I do find it interesting that some of the text on this one is that like kind of greenish brownish color, but there is still black ink on these pages as opposed to the other dashboard planner that we just looked through. And then there is this cute little icon down at the bottom that does take away a lot of space from the sidebar of the monthly view. Now, I did mention that the months do have government holidays and religious holidays, but every now and then they'll throw a couple other little holidays in there. Like, I don't know why National Polka Dot Day is something that they feel needs to be specified on this planner, but then like not some other fun, wacky holidays. But let's see. Okay, so they didn't have National Polka Dot Day on this planner. I do know that in these Disney planners, they'll also have a lot of like Disney dates, like the anniversary of like certain movies coming out, or like Disney company special days or something, like the anniversary of the company. I don't know if it's that one specifically, but that sort of thing. But I find it weird that something like National Polka Dot Day is listed in here, which doesn't have to do with Disney, I don't think. Let's keep an eye out and see if there's other things like that where it's an extra little holiday in there. Ooh, that's pretty. Okay, I do like how this is black ink and not brown like the other one is. I'm almost tempted to use these weekly pages in the other planner, even if I don't use the month part in the other planner. I'll have to think about that. I do love how the dashboard does include dot grids. If you know me, you'll know I love a good dot grid. I also really love this graphic here. Now, I already mentioned that I do like to cover up this page with my own custom dashboard sticker. So I am gonna lose this, which is kind of sad. So maybe I won't do that every week. That is, if I'm using these week pages anyways. Now, I think I've mentioned this before, but I do find it odd that the quotes that they use for these Disney planners don't always come from the movie. Like, do good and good will come to you, I guess, is kind of related to like the theme of the movie, but this, I don't believe anyone ever says these exact words. And I have seen the Happy Planner use actual movie quotes in their planners. So I don't know why they don't use all movie quotes. Maybe they have to like pay for each one that they use, or only some quotes are like released from like copyright law or something. I don't know. Okay, so see, here's one where it's a Disney specific date. So this is the 75th. That's cool. This is the 75th anniversary of the animated Cinderella movie. That's a big anniversary. That probably means there's going to be lots of Cinderella merch. Woo! That's not something that they're going to put in every planner, but it is a big day for like Disney fans. So I would imagine that it's in most, if not all of their Disney branded planners. Actually, I'd be curious to see if that one was in their Nightmare Before Christmas planner. If somebody has a Nightmare Before Christmas planner, let me know if they still have the Disney holidays in there. Also, sorry if it sounds like I'm in the middle of a thunderstorm. It's actually because my cats are running around and chasing each other. And now I live in an apartment or townhome. I guess that's 2 floors. So it kind of rumbles through the whole house when they're running around upstairs. Ugh, my neighbors probably hate me. Oh well. Interesting. Okay. Not gonna lie, I kind of thought that this page would be colored to match the divider for the month, but is this the same on everyone? Interesting. I mean, that's not the worst thing in the world, but I was kind of excited to see a pink one of these. And then like this, a rose among thorns. That definitely goes with the theme of the movie, but definitely not something that they said in the movie. Ooh. Now why this says under my spell. I almost feel like I would prefer this without the text on there. I'm not as big of a fan of Maleficent as some people are. Like, I know some people are like obsessed. And with as much as I love the Sleeping Beauty movie, I mean, I do like Maleficent, but I'm not as into her as like some people. But this is a really cool divider. I really like how that looks with the like rose gold or copper foiling on the black. That looks really nice. Oh, that's fun. Look. Oh, I love that scene. What a beautiful pink, too. Now, I haven't seen any other weird little holidays like National Polka Dot Day or whatever that was in January. So I almost wonder if that is something related to Disney. Like if it's like a Minnie Mouse thing or something. Honestly, I'm pretty sure follow your own path is a quote that has been used in like 50% of the Happy Planners. What? The 30th anniversary of Pocahontas. I mean, I guess that makes sense because it came out the year after The Lion King, and The Lion King came out in 94. But I do not feel like Pocahontas is 30 years old next year. I do like that they have 626 Day labeled here. I love that it's being recognized by Disney. I feel like Disney fans started the whole 626 thing, but I don't know. Maybe it did come from Disney directly. All right, moment of truth. Now time to see, what did Disney find worthy to be the July divider? Well, okay, it's not bad. It doesn't even have like foiling on it or anything though. That's kind of a bummer because I was kind of disappointed in the July divider for the last planner, but I'm also not a huge fan of this one. So no matter which one I choose to use in my actual catch-all planner, the July divider is just going to be kind of like meh. Oh well, I do like how you can see the castle in the background. That is nice. And that is a nice quote. Again, not ever said in the movie though. That one's nice. Another one that I think could have been foiled and look a lot better, even if like the stars were foiled. I don't think, have any of these dividers had foil? I guess they have. I wonder how they choose which dividers have foil and which ones don't, because if it were up to me, they all would, but I'm sure that's just like way too expensive. And then they would have to make the planner more expensive, and no thank you. I appreciate them keeping the cost low. That's why I keep going back to Happy Planner, even though they don't have everything exactly how I want it to be. Not the biggest fan of that divider either. I do like how they're using this like part of the movie though, where the like owl and the little animals are dressed up like the prince. I kind of wish like the spinning wheel had like its own divider, like a creepy, I don't know. Oh, okay, I do like this one. I love this. Oh, Once Upon a Dream. See, Once Upon a Dream is from the movie. Like, it's said multiple times throughout the movie. There's a whole song about Once Upon a Dream. So, like, if they could put that in here, why can't all of the other quotes be from the movie? Or, like, significant like that? I don't know. Somebody who knows about, like, branding and trademarks and stuff, please explain it to me. Ooh, it's interesting with how the dates land for this year that this planner goes all the way into January 4th of 2026. Wow. Oh, that's a cute little notes page. I like how it is all kind of that like off-white color. It almost makes it feel like old parchment paper or something. But again, not a good page to use if you're like doing like a sticker theme or something. I like it like this because with this planner, I would just use pens, no extra like highlighters or stickers or anything. I don't think I showed this very well, but this is what the inside cover looks like. And that's the back. Because with Happy Planner covers, if there's foil on the cover, it's just usually going to be on the front side and not the back side. But that is the Sleeping Beauty dashboard planner. All right, here's the last of the planners, and honestly, the one that I am most disappointed in, not gonna lie. So this is the 12-month 2025 Mauve and Moss Classic Monthly Layout Planner. I started using a monthly layout. Ooh, okay. They changed this. So if you saw my Happy Planner haul video for my 2024 planners, I pointed out that on this like info layout sheet, On the monthly view, they just showed like the actual month view, which is basically the same for almost any type of layout for the Happy Planner. And I was just like, why don't they show the pages that are unique to this specific layout on this little insert thingy? And it looks like they changed that. I would like to take full credit for that. All right, but so I started using a monthly layout planner for my content planning this year for 2024, and I have found a system that just works perfectly for me. So I knew that for 2025 I was going to do another monthly layout planner, and I didn't like any of them. So this one was the one that I disliked the least. But even you can tell from like that first tab, like that's very green. Like that is the color green that I do not like. So I kind of think that most of the dividers on this are like hideous. So that's kind of a bummer. So I'm legitimately hoping that with like their spring release that they'll come out with a monthly layout in the spring that's better than this, and I can just switch mid-year. I don't know. I don't even know if they come out with monthlies in their spring launches, but I hope so. Or maybe I'll look. I know that they have those new like customizable planners. I don't think I checked if that came in a monthly view. Maybe I need to give those another look, because I truly, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe this will be like the first planner and I'll actually like it a lot more in person. But this is what the side of the cover looks like. I actually don't mind this. I might use this at like have it like this and then use this as the cover for this planner, because I'm not the biggest fan of this side. It does have the year on it, which is nice, and I do like these purple colors, but I don't really like the whole geometric shape thing, and I definitely do not like this like green along the side here. Blech. Sorry, I feel like I'm spending this entire video hating on these planners, but I legitimately am not a fan. I just really like the layout, and that's why I'm putting up with like this other stuff that I don't like. But I want to be honest. Okay, so this is a lot more like my current planner, where it has like these little dots down the binding, and it's like kind of plain-ish. I do like how neutral this is, so I might swap this out with one of the dashboard planners and use these pages for like my catch-all planner. I don't know, we'll see. Oh man, oh, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Ew, ew. And then this is what I was talking about with this page that I'm used to, where it has this like grid, but then it has like the border around it, and it just looks weird to me. I don't know why. I don't like this. Yeah, this one doesn't have anything about a polka dot day either, and it even has polka dots on the page. So I really, maybe it is something that has to do with Disney. But this is why I get this planner, because I love this. This is so unique. I love how it has habit trackers on here. I don't really use this page that much with like the priorities, but I do like adding the notes in here, because this is what I use for my content planner. So I add like goals, and just like if I learn something like, oh, my shorts did really well when I published them at this certain time or something, I'll add them on here. There's like a checklist. And then speaking of checklists, these, I love these checklists. So what I've been doing is I'll keep the monthly and then like this cool little thing in here for content planning. And then I'll take the checklists and move it into my catch-all planner, and then use this for like, most of this will be just like random to-do things that I want to get done throughout the month. And I'll put these at like the back of the month in my catch-all planner. So these checklists are not going to remain in here, but I'll definitely use them. Ew, see, I love this color, like purple and then like the gray, but like I just don't like the design, and I hate how much of this green is showing up throughout this planner. That's really unfortunate. I don't know if it's worth going through every single page on this one because they are so incredibly similar. Maybe I will though, because the number of checklists are supposed to be basically as many days as there are in the month, although I do know for 2024 that wasn't the case for February. Okay, but it is this time, so that's nice. And see, this is just not my vibe. The more I look at this, the more I'm just like, yeah, maybe I'll get a different planner for my content planner because this is really bothering me. Ooh, but see, I like this. That's nice. And this one isn't too bad. This one isn't too bad either. Oh no, okay. What did they do for July? Oh, okay, I don't mind that very much. Very neutral, not particularly my vibe, but not like offensively green like the other ones are. Ooh, that's another one that I do not like. Ugh. Ooh, there's a little smudge there. See, that's why we flip through every page. And there's some glitter. Interesting. I haven't, this is the first time that I'm flipping through these planners, but somehow I seem to get glitter everywhere. Even things that I haven't necessarily like touched. Like when I first got my car, there was glitter in the trunk of the car. And like it looked like my glitter. Like it looked like something that came from me, but I like had just gotten the car. Oh, that's so green. Ooh. So much green. And like I do understand it's called Mauve and Moss, and I didn't really get why it was called that, but like maybe this is like moss green. But then I'd say that this is more of a purple, and like when I think of mauve, it's more like a pinkish color, right? Okay, well, that planner, that's what that is. Yep. All right, so these I kind of made a mistake. So I saw these online, and I thought it was really interesting how these are done. So they're just called pre-punched folded sheets, but this is part of the Everyday Magic line, like that first dashboard planner. And I don't know if they've done this before and I've never seen it, or if this is new this year, but these are like folded sheets where it's like, this is like a note page, but then this has a checklist on this side and then a dot grid on this side. So like, it's like a checklist dot grid. Love both of those things. And then you open it up to see more notes. And I'm like, that's incredible. And it matches my like main planner for the year. The problem is that these are big sized, and the other planner is classic sized, so they're significantly too big. But I mean, like, that's not the worst thing in the world. I can cut them down. It's just extra work that I wasn't expecting to have to do. So I think that's such a cool idea. When they first popped up and I saw like the description, I was like, so it's basically just a checklist that they pre-folded for me. Like, that's weird. With the way that the pages, like, I don't know, the formatting and everything, I really like this. So I do feel like I'm going to use this. It's just a bummer that like I'm going to have to cut it down in order to use it in my planner. But it's kind of cool that it matches. So this is the Radiant Garden value pack of stickers. They have a whole planner line with these graphics. It's not really like my vibe, so I didn't necessarily want the whole planner, but I mostly got this because first of all, there's a lot of like blackout type stickers where it's on like the black background, which I think looks really cool. And there's a lot of these like pansies, and that's one of my favorite flowers. Like irises are my favorite, but pansies are probably like my second favorite. I just think they're so darn cute, and I got so excited when I saw these. So I wanted like the little pansies on my planner, but I didn't want like this to be my entire vibe for my planner. So I don't usually get the sticker packs, but I thought that this would be like a good way to get that artwork into my planner without having to like for it to be the whole planner identity, you know? Like these functional stickers I'm probably not going to use, but like these big ones I'll probably put somewhere. And then I've been trying to figure out this one. I wonder if that's supposed to be like a stylized iris maybe? That's what I'm going to tell myself. This I probably won't use. This page is actually what convinced me to buy this. I just figured like I could put this even on like a notes page or something. Oh, are these on white paper or are they clear? Yep, they're clear stickers. Okay. The actual planner itself though does have a ton of green in it, and we know how I feel about green now. Especially with how I'm doing memory keeping planning now though, I definitely can see myself using a lot of these stickers. Ooh, those are fun. Ooh, I like that even better. See, okay, like if you just gave me the quotes from this page and then gave me the quotes from the Sleeping Beauty planner and asked me to figure out which one goes in the sticker pack and which one goes in the Sleeping Beauty planner, I wouldn't be able to tell ya, except for the Once Upon a Dream one. I don't know why I'm still like so bent on that. I think it's just because it's been a long day. It's really late at night and I'm like crouching on the couch trying to like film this. I just want to go to bed. But I knew that if I tried to go to bed before filming this, I would just stay up all night thinking about like what these planners and stickers look like. So I needed to get it done. Ooh, and I do like this color, like this it's kind of in between like, what is that? Like cornflower blue or whatever, and like periwinkle, like like somewhere in the middle of those two colors. I feel like on camera it looks a lot more like blue, but there is just like a hint of purple in there. But okay, that is my happy planner haul for my 2025 planner lineup. It could have been better. It could have been worse. But either way, there is definitely a lot of customizing that I'm going to be doing before I start using these planners. So if you want to see what happens with these planners as I start using them, definitely make sure that you're subscribed to my channel. I'm planning on doing like a whole video series at the end of the year showing how I'm prepping these planners to actually use them for my 2025 lineup. So if that's something that you're interested in, subscribe, turn on that notification bell. If that's not something that you're interested in, just subscribe anyway. I'm gonna be putting out other videos and stuff too. But in the meantime, thank you so much for watching and bearing with me through yet another chaotic planner video. And I hope that I can plan on seeing you in my next video. Bye!